All right, folks, how's it going? How's it going? How's it going? It's the news and updates for today, which is 2017, January 4th, and this is all about the hidden. It is finally revealed. I'm going to go ahead after I introduce this and share with you some things that we're looking at on the website, and then in future videos later today and etc. We'll be taking a look at the actual tank and his friends that are also Stugs at that tier. Let's take a look. How's it going, everybody, and welcome to another ride-along. Maybe some news and updates. Frankly, don't really know what to call it, but here we are taking a look at the, this is the website here for World of Tanks, and the whole reason why I'm here is because back on the console, we have the Hidden Stug III tank that just came out. So, you know, we kind of have to take a look at both these aspects here, both the console and the website, to kind of figure out what the heck is going on. A lot of folks have been asking some things, so I got to put that information together about the difference between the premium Hidden Stug III that is just now coming out versus the Stug IV, which is a very similar tank. It's same tier, same nation, same a lot. So what is the difference between these guys, and what the heck is going on with this comic book stuff? So let's go ahead and take a quick look at this. So here you go. In the tank spotlight, you know, posted January 4th. Today's January 5th. You know, the comic is coming out again with another issue. It's issue 4, and I guess it's subtitled, because I haven't looked at the comic yet for that issue, is the Hidden Stug III. So World of Tanks is coming out with that, and I've already looked at this once. Just kind of scrolling down, and just have to stop and have the ADD that I normally have and just say, you know, these tanks, though, artistically or conceptually, that is so cool. You have that, I don't even know if you can see my mouse cursor floating around, but if you can't, I'm currently pointing at the that draped over cloth that accidentally fell on the barrel of the tank. And also, too, you got these bricks and other chunks of debris as the tank has gone through some type of building. So I thought that was kind of cool. You can see here, if you slide through the pictures, you know, different angles of it, and it's pretty neat, you know. And gosh, I'm gonna have to do again more of a comparison, so one thing at a time. But one of the things I'm noticing is that on this particular tank, which is the Stug III, which is based on the Panzer III tank, you know, it's a tank destroyer developed from a non-tank destroyer tank chassis. They often have the treads right there on the front lower glacis. It's not there right now. Don't know why that thing pops up. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And over here, taking a look at this tank, it almost looks like Legos right there next to the mantlet there with those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little dots that are poking out above the driver's viewport. Looks, I guess those would be rivets, but it looks like a Lego piece. And it says, I don't know, I'm going to try to pronounce that, but it begins with a D, and then there's a second word that begins with a V, so that's interesting. All right, and this one is a picture of it firing, so that's pretty cool. All right, so enough of that little bird walk. So what's going on here? Okay, so if you're new to the game, you're understanding that, or you need to understand that there's been a recent development where the Dark Horse comics, they're promoting the comics and bringing out some of the tanks that are in the comic and bring them into the game. This would be the I want to say the 4th one, with you know, I think, yeah, because there's the snake bite, and then you have the Crest Panther. You also have the wait a minute, maybe this is the 3rd tank. Anyways, so this is another tank that's, oh, and the Boilermaker, so this is the 4th tank. And the Hidden Stug III is now the 4th tank that's coming out, and it's you know, in the latest comic. Now this thing came out January 3rd at midnight Pacific Standard Time, which is why I got kicked off the game earlier, so there you go. And apparently it's running through the 8th, and it looks like, because I don't want to miss out here, so I'm really kind of examining this a little slower here. We do have some operations that are going on during that time frame. Okay, so I get that. It's kind of self-explanatory there. Not really, it's not my real point to get into it. So they do have that horsepower op that kind of builds up to horsepower 5, which is, of course, linked to the Dark Horse double entendre kind of deal here with the words. Now, store bundles. Starting January 4th, which was, okay, so that was the rollover from last night. And then you had a very small update, and I got kicked off the servers last night. So from the 4th to the 15th, they are offering these bundles. Now, good for you, Wargaming, for offering the 3 flavors at the same time and not doing a tiered time release. So that's cool. Now looking at this, you do have three flavors, which is the Hidden Ultimate, Loaded, and then it's just called the Hidden, which would be the base model. The difference being, of course, is that this one at 6,700 gold comes out with all the bells and whistles. One of being that you get the camouflage skill, which, by the way, that comes with all of the tank packages. But I want to point out, going from top to bottom, the camouflage skill is a skill that comes with the crew, and this is the first time that the Dark Horse type tanks, the comic tanks, did not come out with a proprietary individual skill. Dare I say, pay to win skill, in the sense that unless you purchase this individual package, you do not get the skill. And that's what it was for the other tanks. In this particular case, camouflage skill is a skill that you can put on, you can earn, you can sell and get back, all that kind of stuff. At any time, because it's a regular skill that's open to anyone. So good for them on that, because it didn't sit well with me, being that you have to purchase stuff to get something individual. And I don't mean the tank, I mean things like the skill, because that's a whole nother bag of worms. Now this does come with the vents, a rammer, and a GLD. And again, I don't know why this is asking me to do this, but super awesome, super old tank, love it. Does come with 7 days of premium, and then you do get some boosts, which in this case is 20 of them. So pretty much, you're getting a tank with extra stuff there. They say it's 15% savings. Well, yes, if you purchase the whole thing, and go for it if that's what you want to do. At 6,700 gold. If you don't care about the boost, you're going to save some money. If you don't care about premium time, you're going to save some money there as well. Which brings me down to the loaded. So now with the loaded, what do you see here? They cut the boosts in half. They cut the premium days in a little more than half. But then they took out 2 more pieces of equipment, which of course would be the cost of you spending gold to purchase the silver that would be valued to purchase the equipment, and they bring it down to 4,300. Now, if you go a little bit further down, the hidden, which is 2,750 gold, which is a huge difference between 6,700 and 2,750. That's a big gold difference. You get everything that you need for the tank minus the equipment. So the purchase, the earning of silver is on you to get the equipment, or you can be a person who, while you're grinding or whatever, and you don't have the money and you're just going to grind it without the equipment, go for it. At least you got what you need here in the hidden. And to be honest, that's probably the direction that I'm going to go in when I purchase this tank. Because although it's cute and fun and neat to have little boosts, that's just not my thing. Premium days, yes, I could use more, but right now I have 200 days worth, so it's not like I'm sweating it right now. So I'm going to save the gold, to be honest, and I'm just going to roll with the 2,750 purchase of the tank. Now, that being said, the next step of this is to really take a look at the Stug III versus the other Stug tanks. And just doing a quick glance at this tank here, I'm going to go ahead and cut it off there, and either just send out this video here, or I will connect it to the the true look at the other tanks, because I have the other two, which are the tier 5s, and they're all Stugs. 2 of them being Stug 3s, and well, this would be the second Stug 3 that I would have, and then of course the God, that just is so annoying. My computer's trolling me, and then of course the Stug 4. But at a first glance here, you can see that, very similar. You got German, Tank Destroyer, Tier 5, you got the cost, big whoop, hit points, you got the weight. Something to kind of look at too is the weight here often will indicate, well, in conjunction with other things like the horsepower and some soft stats that we don't really see here regarding terrain resistance. But, the weight and the power going together will help you understand and indicate the speed in which it has acceleration and or top speed. So you have 350 hit points there. Then you kind of get a quick glance. The different modules is what I'm going to call it. The engine and so forth. So you got a 4, 4, a 5, and a 4. So you're looking at everything being a little subpar. Except for the gun, and even the gun, because I've already glanced at it ahead of time, quick peek, there are 2 7.5 centimeter guns for this kind of area, this kind of neck of the woods, this tier 5 tank destroyer. This is the lower of the two. There's a tier 6, And then there's the tier 5, and this is the tier 5 7.5 gun, but we'll go into that a little more in depth later. And I'm just kind of glancing around speed limits and traverse, so he can turn around pretty darn quick. That's cool. 80, 30, and 50. Not sure if the side skirts do act as spaced armor. That is to be determined. But we'll be taking a look at that. And then carries a ton of ammunition, which is fired at a 16.22 rate of fire, which is the same as a Stug 4. I just kind of happened to remember that. And then as we look at the tank in the garage, we'll get away from it. That's another thing that's hard, is you're looking at this information here, which is on the website, and they give you the range, you know, 83 to 138 for damage, 83 to 138 for armor penetration. But the information they give you when you're in the garage is the average. They give you one number. So I don't care how it's given to me, but it's like anything else, common denominator. You know what I mean? Give it to me in the same units of measure, same language. View range is 320. And similar to the Stug 4, you can see here that this is up to tier 6. So it does have premium matchmaking. Then, of course, your typical silver bonus and XP bonus, and we'll compare those two as well. This one happens to be a 65 and a 40% for those two. So that's pretty much it at a glance. And note to Wargaming, bring back the app so that we can really compare and look at the tanks. That is so angering to so many people. And if you're not going to bring back the app, can you just update the website so that it can do the same thing? Okay then. All right, guys, so next time you hear from me, it's either in a new video or in another part of the video, but we're going to be looking at all three of those tanks. And, of course, purchasing this one as well. All right, guys, I'll see you in a bit. All right, folks, so thanks for sticking with me here, taking a quick down and dirty look at the website's information for the Hidden, or AKA the Hidden Stug III. And let me go ahead and get this thing done so that we can jump into the next videos that I have to hurry up and create. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Now, where did my crew go off to? Oh, I see. There they are. Okay, girls, tell them who they are if they're receiving this transmission.
You are one of the 47 Ronin. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.